Have you ever wondered why Venus, our closest planetary neighbor, is so similar yet so different from Earth? In our cosmic backyard, Venus stands out with its enchanting brilliance, yet it's a world of stark contrasts. On one hand, it's strikingly similar to our own planet, with nearly the same size, mass, and structure. It's often dubbed as Earth's twin, and rightly so. But on the other hand, Venus is a world of extremes. Imagine a place with temperatures hot enough to melt lead, and atmospheric pressure that's over 90 times greater than Earth's. That's Venus for you. Its surface, hidden beneath dense, swirling clouds of sulfuric acid, is a scorching, inhospitable landscape, a far cry from the comfortable conditions we enjoy on Earth. Venus, often called Earth's twin, has a story of its own. Let's delve into the history of this intriguing planet. The story of Venus begins about 4.5 billion years ago, right around the same time as the rest of our solar system. Our tale commences with the birth of the solar system, a time when nothing more than a cloud of gas and dust inhabited the vast expanse of space. This cloud, known as the solar nebula, was the cradle of every celestial body we know today, including Venus. As time passed, the solar nebula began to spin, and as it did, it started to flatten into a disk where the center bulged. Within this bulging center, the sun was born, its heat and light reaching out to the farthest corners of the nebula. But the sun was not the only entity that was taking shape. Around it, in the flattened disk, matter started to come together, drawn by the invisible threads of gravity. This is where Venus began its journey to existence. Particles of dust and gas, attracted to each other by gravity, started to collide and stick together. This process, called accretion, saw the birth of the first protoplanets. Over millions of years, these protoplanets continued to grow, gathering more and more matter. They collided, merged, and grew, their mass increasing as they swept up more material in their path. One such protoplanet, formed closer to the Sun, was Venus. As it continued to gather mass, its gravity also increased. The intense heat from the young sun caused the lighter elements on Venus to escape into space, leaving behind a dense, rocky world. The pressure and heat within the growing planet caused the interior to differentiate, forming a core, mantle, and crust, much like our Earth. And thus, Venus, the second planet from the Sun, was born. This rocky world, shrouded in a thick blanket of clouds, became our mysterious neighbor. Its birth from the solar nebula, its journey through accretion, and its evolution into a dense, rocky planet is a testament to the incredible forces that shape our universe. And that's how Venus, our neighboring planet, came into existence. But Venus didn't always look the way it does now. In fact, it went through a dramatic transformation. In its early years, Venus may have been a very different world. Picture a planet with a mild climate, perhaps not too dissimilar to our own Earth. There's a chance it could have even boasted vast oceans of water. Yes, you heard that right, oceans, on Venus. But then something drastic happened. Venus fell victim to a runaway greenhouse effect. This is where the planet's atmosphere traps heat, causing the surface temperature to rise exponentially. As the temperature rose, any existing water would have evaporated, leading to even more heat being trapped, creating a vicious cycle. This runaway greenhouse effect transformed Venus from what may have been a serene, water-filled world into a blazing inferno. The surface temperature soared to an average of 467 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. From a potentially habitable world, Venus turned into the hottest planet in our solar system. Venus, as we know it today, is a testament to the dramatic and sometimes violent processes that shape planets. Born from the same cosmic dust as our Earth, Venus took a drastically different path in its evolution. The planet's close proximity to the Sun and its lack of a protective magnetic field made it a hot, inhospitable world. In its infancy, Venus might have boasted vast oceans and a milder climate, but over time, the Sun's relentless heat evaporated these potential seas. The water vapor, trapped in the atmosphere, created a greenhouse effect, heating the planet even more. Now, Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, even though it's not the closest to the Sun. What's more, Venus's slow rotation and lack of a magnetic field left it exposed to solar winds, which stripped away lighter molecules in its atmosphere. This left Venus with a thick, carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, adding to its extreme temperatures. So next time you look up at the night sky, spare a thought for Venus, a planet with a past as dramatic as any science fiction story.